In the heart of the Caribbean Sea, where turquoise waters meet white sand beaches, lies a paradise waiting to be discovered. Here you will find the enchanting islands of Antigua and Barbuda, two gems that sparkle with natural beauty and cultural richness. These islands, though small in size, are vast in their offerings. They are rich in history and culture, presenting a captivating blend of natural beauty and human resilience that is truly awe-inspiring. From the vibrant coral reefs teeming with life beneath the waves to the lush green hills that rise majestically above the sea, Antigua and Barbuda are a testament to the wonders of the natural world, showcasing the incredible diversity and beauty of the Caribbean landscape. But beyond their stunning landscapes lies a deeper story, one of human endeavor and resilience. It is a story of triumphs over adversity and a vibrant culture shaped by centuries of history and tradition. These islands have witnessed the passage of time from the first indigenous settlers who called this place home to the arrival of European explorers who forever changed the course of history. They have endured the harsh realities of slavery, a dark chapter that left an indelible mark on their history. And yet they have also experienced the joy and pride of the struggle for independence, a hard-fought battle that led to the birth of a new nation. Through it all, the people of Antigua and Barbuda have emerged stronger, their spirit unbroken, their culture vibrant and alive. They celebrate their heritage with pride through music, dance, and traditions passed down through generations. This is their story, a journey through time that reveals the unique tapestry of these Caribbean jewels. It is a story of resilience, of adaptation, and above all, of the enduring human spirit. This is a story that deserves to be told. A story that will captivate your imagination and leave you with a profound appreciation for these remarkable islands and their people. It is a story of everyday life, of traditions kept alive, and of a community that thrives against all odds. It is a story that deserves to be told, a story that will captivate your imagination and leave you with a profound appreciation for these remarkable islands and their people. Join us as we explore the jewels of the Caribbean and discover the heart and soul of Antigua and Barbuda. Long before the arrival of Europeans, the islands of Antigua and Barbuda were home to indigenous peoples who lived in harmony with nature. These islands, with their lush landscapes and abundant resources, provided a perfect environment for the early inhabitants to thrive. The Arawaks, skilled navigators and farmers, were the first to arrive, journeying north from South America. They traveled across the Caribbean Sea in their sturdy canoes, guided by the stars and the currents, demonstrating remarkable seafaring skills. They established villages, cultivated crops like cassava and maize, and created a rich culture evident in their pottery and intricate shell carvings. Their craftsmanship was not only functional but also artistic, reflecting their deep connection to their environment and their ingenuity. The Arawaks lived peacefully on the islands for centuries. Their communities were close-knit, with families gathering around fires to share stories and traditions, and children playing freely in the safety of their villages. They fished in the bountiful waters and hunted for food in the forested hills. The Arawaks were adept at utilizing the natural resources available to them, ensuring their survival and prosperity. Their lives were deeply intertwined with the natural world, and they respected the delicate balance of their island home. They practiced sustainable farming and fishing methods, ensuring that they did not deplete the resources they depended on. Their peaceful existence was later disrupted by the arrival of the Caribs, a more warlike tribe. The Caribs, with their fierce reputation, brought conflict to the islands, challenging the Arawaks for control. The Caribs, known for their seafaring prowess and fighting spirit, eventually gained control of the islands. They were formidable warriors and skilled navigators, able to dominate the seas and the land. Despite the conflicts, both the Arawaks and Caribs left an indelible mark on the islands. Their artifacts, from pottery to tools, tell the story of their lives and their struggles, preserved in the archaeological record. Their legacy lives on in the archaeological sites, remnants of a time before the arrival of Europeans, a testament to the first inhabitants of these beautiful islands. These sites offer a glimpse into the rich history and culture of the Arawaks and Caribs, reminding us of their enduring presence. The course of Antiguan and Barbudan history was forever altered in 1493 when Christopher Columbus, on his second voyage to the New World, sighted the islands. He named the larger island Antigua, after the church of Santa Maria la Antigua in Seville, Spain. Barbuda, with its shallow coastline and abundance of wildlife, was initially less appealing to the Europeans. Despite Columbus's discovery, it was over a century before the Europeans established a permanent presence. The Spanish, focused on their conquests in South America, showed little interest in colonizing Antigua and Barbuda. However, the British, eager to expand their colonial empire, saw an opportunity in these fertile islands. In 1632, the first British settlers arrived in Antigua, followed shortly by settlers in Barbuda. These early colonists faced numerous challenges, including harsh weather conditions, disease, and resistance from the Carib people. Despite these hardships, the British persisted, driven by the promise of wealth and land in this new world. Section 4. Sugar and Slavery, a Dark Chapter. The arrival of the British ushered in a period of profound change for Antigua and Barbuda. The islands, once home to indigenous communities living in harmony with nature, were transformed into lucrative sugar plantations. Sugar, a luxury good in high demand in Europe, became the backbone of the Antiguan and Barbudan economy. However, the rise of the sugar industry came at a terrible human cost. To meet the insatiable demand for labor on the plantations, the British turned to the transatlantic slave trade. Thousands of Africans were forcibly transported across the Atlantic, enduring horrific conditions on slave ships. Those who survived the perilous journey were forced into a life of brutal servitude on the sugar plantations. They worked tirelessly under the scorching sun, enduring inhumane treatment and unimaginable cruelty. This dark chapter in Antiguan and Barbudan history, marked by the horrors of slavery, would forever stain the island's past and serve as a stark reminder of the resilience and strength of the African diaspora. Section 5. Freedom's Dawn, Abolition and its Aftermath. The abolition of slavery in 1834 marked a monumental turning point in the history of Antigua and Barbuda. After centuries of brutal exploitation and unimaginable suffering, the enslaved Africans were finally granted their freedom. This momentous occasion, though long overdue, was met with both jubilation and uncertainty, as the newly freed individuals faced an unknown future. The end of slavery brought about significant social and economic changes, reshaping the very fabric of society. The plantation system, which had relied on forced labor for its prosperity, had to adapt to a new reality of a free labor market. Many former slaves, seeking to escape the legacy of their enslavement, left the plantations in search of new opportunities and a better life. The transition to a free society was not without its challenges. Freed slaves faced numerous obstacles as they navigated their newfound freedom. The economy, heavily reliant on sugar production, struggled to adapt to the changing times and the loss of its enslaved workforce. The freed slaves, many of whom lacked land, education, and economic opportunities, faced ongoing discrimination and severe hardship. However, despite these significant challenges, the abolition of slavery marked a new chapter in Antiguan and Barbudan history. It was a chapter where freedom and equality, though hard-won and fraught with difficulties, would pave the way for a more just and equitable society. The resilience and determination of the freed people laid the foundation for future generations to build upon, striving for a better and more inclusive future.